This is an easy Wingspan 8-minute tutorial. This game is for 1 to 5 players, 40 to 70 minutes. At the start of the game, everyone receives 5 resources, 8 action cubes, 5 random bird cards, and 2 random bonus cards. Select which bird cards to keep. The cost is X card equals X resource. For example, to keep 3 cards, pay 3 resources of any type. Discard the other 2 bird cards. As for the bonus cards, keep one and discard the other. Lastly, everyone gets a player board. In Wingspan, players take turns performing one action each using one of their action cubes. No passing allowed. When all action cubes are used, the round ends. There are 4 rounds in the game. The player with the highest score at the end of round 4 wins. There are 4 possible actions: play a bird, gain food, lay eggs, and draw bird cards. To play a bird, place one of your action cubes as shown in the video. Place one of your bird cards on any of the 3 habitats in that column. In this case, we place it here because these habitat symbols match. Don't forget to pay its cost also. 3 types of habitats are forest, grassland, and wetland. After playing a bird, move the action cube here. That ends your turn. So what are these icons? Habitat, cost, endgame victory points, nest, egg capacity, wingspan, power. Plus means all of these resources are shown on the card. Slash means any of these resources. Also, any of these habitats. There are 3 types of bird cards. White, immediate effects. Brown may activate on turn. Pink activates on other player's turn. The white bird cards. When played, activate power 1 time only. The pink bird cards. Triggers once per turn by another player. Mark your card with a token to remind yourself that it already triggered that turn. Before you take your action, remove the token. Tokens not supplied in the game. The brown bird cards. When you take an action, gain food, lay eggs, or draw a card, gain the benefit. Then move the action cube to the left and activate a brown card. This could result to an interesting combo. Gain food. Place action cube here and gain the benefits. In this case, 1 resource. Get that resource from this bird feeder. If you select the worm, remove this from the bird feeder. Then gain this resource from the supply. Finally, move the cube here to end your turn. If there's 1 face left on the bird feeder, such as this, you may reroll all the dice to get what you need. There's a cherry. Note that these can be rerolled. This die counts as its own unique face. Lay eggs. Place an action cube here. Gain 2 eggs from the supply. Place the 2 eggs on top of your bird card, 1 end of game point per egg. Keep an eye on the egg capacity. Excess gets discarded. You may split the eggs, however, you may not switch them around afterwards. Then move the action cube here to end your turn. Draw bird cards. Place the action cube here, since there's a card played in this example. Take one bird card from the supply as the benefit. There will be 3 face-up bird cards to choose from and 1 from the face-down deck, randomized during setup. These 3 face-up cards gets replenished at the end of the player's turn. All 3 gets replenished at the end of each round. Additionally, in this situation, you may choose to discard an egg for a second bird card. The action cube then moves to the left and activates this brown card. Just keep in mind that power activation is optional. By the way, this icon means any resource. And that's the end of your turn. Special cards powers. Tuck means place a card face down under the bird card. Just like this. 1 point per tuck card at the end of the game. Cache. Place a resource from the supply or bird feeder on top of the card. 1 end game point per cache resources. Cache resources can't be spent. Other stuff to remember. The second, third, fourth, and fifth columns require egg or eggs when playing a bird card. 2 resources of any kind can be used as 1 resource of any kind. For example, these 2 wheat can turn into a worm. End of the round. Round ends when all action cubes are used. At this point, collect all your action cubes from the board. The game comes with this end of round score track. They are double-sided. One side is friendly and the other is more competitive. It comes with these 2. At the beginning of the game during setup, shuffle these and place it on the end of game score track. Like this. These gives special end of round goals to earn points for the round. In this example, you score for every bird cards that are played in this round. Refer to rulebook for the meaning of the other score tiles. Place 1 action cube per player on its corresponding slots. This scoring will take place at the end of the game. Competitive side, in the case of a tie, the scores of the next slots will be added and then divided among the tied players rounded down. The player at the next slots won't score. As you notice, the beginning of round 2 will be 1 action cube less than round 1. Every end of a round, 1 action cube will be used here, leaving round 4 with only 5 actions. Now it's time to add up the scores. The victory points of each played cards. The victory points from the bonus cards. The end of round goals all summed up. All the eggs on top of your played cards. The food on cards, 1 point each. And the tucked cards, 1 point each. That's the game. Thank you and please subscribe and comment.